What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Don't worry, we're only going to do one attack on warships on this account. I started this account 9 days after the warships season started. And check this out. It is in gold. I had to get it to HQ 10 and then I could play. So I gotta say, I'm amazed. Realistically, with instant training, which by the way I do not have, as you can see right about there, don't have instant training. Um, Creator code ZMod, of course, in the shop, making my warship go faster. Vroom vroom. You could start an account on day one of the season and get into Diamond. Hit me up in the comments if you think that is not possible. I would love to prove you wrong. I'm not sure I have the patience to do that or not, but maybe that's a goal for one of these seasons coming up. Now, this account, I've just got brick. You basically can't get to 17 without brick at the moment. Used to be able to get there, but you can't now. I haven't yet to use brick, which is not actually 100% true. I used brick last attack and I had cluster grenade loaded. We need to have that battle orders, and then we are just going to fly through all of this crap, get Brick and the gang going. I'm going to get my 3 barrages over here, and then we're going to flare back there, and then as soon as that flare lands, we're going to get Brick and her battle orders flying on back there, hoping and praying that we can get this thing down in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And if you're wondering why the heck I have 1 boat of warriors loaded, it's because I don't have enough troops to send all heavies in. So that is why right there, getting all of our troops in and on that engine room as soon as we possibly can. The heavy rush, not super duper enjoyable, but it does work. I am engine room locked because we're only HQ level 10 or 11 or something like that. I believe we're at 11. Watching that player come in, because we've got brick and battle orders, we're going to take the win. It's that simple. That's why I was losing before now, but that's going to get us up into 17 fairly easily, I do believe. So as you can see by this tech tree, HQ 12 engine room locked. Admiral's key would be required to go into Diamond, so you'd need instant training and Admiral's key likely, but let me know in the comments what you think about that idea. I'm at HQ level 11, probably not going to make it to 12 by the end of the season. Speaking of Diamond, this account on the cusp of Diamond, boss battle at the ready. As you can see right here, this is where I got heavies. Suddenly we're winning and winning with quick times. Wanted to show you this win right here because it was absolutely ridiculous. Winning by 1 second and winning in the worst possible way. Not that there's a worst way to win, let's be honest. Sending Bullit in, getting him taunting some things, sending some Seekers around, Seekers doing all of their Seeker type things, doing great work, and then getting wrecked, losing all of our Seekers, and then just throwing that Hail Mary flare out there. The fact that the flare expired actually did some great things for us, and now Bullit just pounding away on that engine room. So Bullit coming up clutch there. This account's tech tree starting to get normalized at this point. Don't have smoke, don't have any, only have the 50% GBE, but we do have shocks. Boom cannon, boom mines, I should say. No rocket launchers, no shock launchers, no rocket choppas. I've seen some amazing rocket choppa hits, by the way. They are very fast at the 6 engine room level, but they are glass cannons, I believe is the description, where you got to be so careful to keep them alive. But the primary troop I've been using here is Seekers, hoping that you guys can come along with me into Diamond, at which point I will probably park this account and then I'll just have 2 accounts parked. So my other account, I unparked it for a little bit yesterday, but just the heavy bus rush was not really my thing, so I wasn't really feeling it. So I'm going to send my Seekers up that right-hand side. I'm going to send 3 boats is probably enough. We're going to go something like this. Sending Bullit out with the gang. And now we're going to go like that. Need to clear those shock mines and those shock mines. And then as soon as this puppy right here is gonzo, we're going to get all of our heavy boats, heavy choppas. Come on. I really hope if I was smart, I would have let that grappler grab Bullit, but I was not paying nearly enough attention, unfortunately. So now we're going to go something like this, and then I'm going to get my shocks ready in about 3, 2, now. Was I early? Yeah, perfect timing. I finally did something right there, which hasn't happened a lot this season, to be completely honest and transparent. Okay, all of our Seekers now getting on moving. Why did I not flare that shock launcher right there? Now we just need our Seekers. Come on, see that grappler? That grappler is doing us all sorts of favors, thankfully, and now we just need to get flaring on those engine rooms. Bullit needs one taunt, and then we should be able to pull off a very, very good time that not many people have been able to beat this season, I gotta say. So we should be able to get something in the neighborhood of 240-ish. I made a bunch of mistakes there, and just having those Seekers go into that whole right-hand side makes your attacks so much better. Plus, we got underneath that Sky Shield. Many, many, many good things there. Should be able to bump us up into Diamond. They've got to get all the way over here. They've barded out my Sky Shield there. And so we should... Actually, I think we've already won. So, huge, huge happy moment. Glad you guys could come in with me there, picking up the win. Moving on into Diamond. This account, I thought there was no possible way to get into Diamond. I left it in the 4 engine room, collecting in gold for a long time, and still managed to pull it off. So if you're trying to get into Diamond, know that it can be done. There is still a way. Go get in there. I've heard it from at least one person who said they parked in rank 20. Do not park in 20. There's no difference parking in 16.10 than parking in 20. Go get into Diamond. You can do it. I believe in you. Hopefully this hit and this, this base that I built here is awful. Awful. Like, not even close to good. I built it in about 8 minutes, just throwing down all of my defenses, and we have moved forward into Diamond. Now, really, I should probably collect that chest. The problem is I'm not far enough into Diamond that I have... Anyways, we'll show you some quick replays just to show you how we got here, in the hopes that maybe this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Not a lot of awesome stuff happening here, just straightforward attacks. Sending those Seekers for that left-hand side engine room, the fact that this person allows that to happen, that engine room's either got to be back or this one's got to be forward. So we're going to zoom out a bit. On that left-hand side, the fact that those Seekers can get 2 engine rooms just means that your buses have a super easy job. And then don't waste gunboat energy trying to get your Seekers to that far right engine room. It's just not worth it. Basically, let them get 2 and then write them off. 258, pretty darn good. Underneath this kind of stuff, it's just a matter of getting rid of one shock launcher and then going and keeping ahead of your Seekers. That's all I'm doing here. Bullit getting in and amongst those shock launchers and then just moving on forwards bit by stinking little bit, occasionally throwing a taunt, and then the Hail Mary, throw the rest of your gunboat energy. Boom, shakalaka. Now, Seekers on their own, you fizzle so much. Seekers with Bullit, you fizzle a little bit less. Seekers with heavy choppas, you basically don't fizzle. It just makes them super strong. And so in this case, we're going to go and get that engine room. That is going to be super important, because otherwise you're going to drop your Seekers here and they're going to go left and you're going to cry yourself to sleep. So sending our troops out and then just waiting on the Seekers, and then the Seekers come out. I said they were going to go that way, but they didn't, so bit of a lie there by me. And then just keeping on moving, getting those Seekers to get 3 engine rooms on the right, maybe, and then sending our troops over to that left hand. Oh, I didn't actually. They all fizzled. Then we just started throwing gunboat energy like a crazy person. Decent. That was probably my worst attack. Sent my Seekers a little bit too early. Hoping that the replay thing is useful to you. Let me know what you think about replays. I am on the fence about showing replays. Keeping Bullit to that left-hand side. There are times when you want Bullit to not get grabbed by the grappler. This is one of them. Hoping to get up there towards that shock launcher soonish as our troops go to that right-hand side. Just keeping those Seekers moving, clearing shock mines with our gunboat energy, cruising on in. Is this the one that I already showed? is this the one that I literally just showed, I think, isn't it? Yeah, that's super awesome by me. So showing that one twice, that one deserves the biggest and wettest. Don't ask me why I said wettest. That was kind of awkward. But we're going to show one more hit. This kind of base, I love the look of these kind of bases with like that triangle, the pyramid, basically taunting your troops and saying, come on in. But then Bullit getting in and amongst that grappler. I don't even know what I was doing here as far as flares. Getting your troops into the middle, Bullit taunt. As soon as he starts to walk away, throw that taunt. That way you taunt and keep moving and you keep taunting things. It is incredibly, incredibly powerful. Now, for this attack, I somehow managed to keep 4 of my Seekers alive for the duration of this attack. So you can see we've got Seekers hitting both of those engine rooms, and then somehow, some way, we managed to send and still have 4 Seekers amongst all of that junk. You can only see 1 there, but picking up the win. So Seekers, heavy choppas, so strong, getting you into Diamond with minimal skills. Now, quick note here. I mentioned this early on, but I only have 50% gunboat energy, so you have to be very, very cautious. Quick note though, there are players. I'm not in the right task force here, but if we check the global leaderboard, there's a bunch of players that are very, very close to legendary with only 50% gunboat energy. Hopefully I can find them here. As you can see here, you got to be very close to legendary to get into the global top 500 this season. Skywalker, big shout out to Luke there. Come on, Dr. Phoenix sitting there with only 50% gunboat energy using all rocket or all heavy choppas. So you need to farm a little bit of gunboat energy, but it can be done. Don't let your tech tree let you down. You can overcome a bunch of issues there. So anyways, that is all for me. Happy Wednesday. That's all I got, my friends. Let me know in the comments how you're using those clone rifles. They're you can get some solos with them. I promise. I soloed Machina with them. I soloed Assembly with them. Lots, and you guys hopefully watched me solo. What's it called with them? Come on, Complex with them. Looks like Buster maybe knows me. If you're Buster, let me know in the comments what's going on. If you're just saying hello, I'm kind of curious what's going on here. Maybe Buster recognizes my name. Maybe they're just testing out their gunboat energy, but their attack is last. Maybe they're trying to lock me off my account by sitting here doing nothing. Not nice, Mr. or Mrs. Buster. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.